Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Goddess Guidance. It is me, your goddess, Hestia Aphrodite, the voice from the divine realm. If you are new to this channel, please be sure to like and subscribe so that I can know and that our community can know that my goodness, my goodness, it is time to stop seeing things and people and places and nouns from the sight of the flesh, but it is time to see things and people and spaces and places from the sight of the spirit. Because life is spiritual. Life is spiritual. Life is spiritual. Not life is also physical. Yes, yo. Life is also very much so physical. Yes, it is. However, in this new age of Aquarius, in this new age of exposure, when we are also very much so living in the physical world, but also living in the spiritual world at the same time, we are living in the third dimension and the fifth dimension all at once. It is necessary for you to turn on your 1, 2, third eye. Right? Very Caribbean of a saying, but that's fine. It is necessary for you to turn on your your two physical eyes, but also your third eye so that you can see. Because it is important for you to see, because the things that you are not seeing and the things that we are missing when we do not have our third eye turned on, the danger that we are in. When our third eye is not turned on and tapped in. The danger. I cannot emphasize that enough. I really could not, because life is spiritual. Life is very, very spiritual. And in life being spiritual warfare is a thing. We get so fixated on physical war between this country and that country. Yes, that is a thing. But there is another war that is very much so being waged, because between the kingdom of illumination, the kingdom of the Most High Mother and Father, and the kingdom of the Most Low, the shadow kingdom, also known as the kingdom of darkness, which I will not call it that. Because I don't love this concept of connecting things that are malevolent to things that are of darkness, because honey, black and darkness is beautiful on a consistent basis and on a consistent level. Yes, it is necessary to see people in the spirit, because when we are so busy looking at things from the flesh, that is where we get caught up. That is where we get stuck. That is where we stay fixed in our shadow essence, right? And again, there's nothing wrong with our shadow essence. Our shadow essence is necessary on this path of divinity, on this spiritual awakening. It is necessary for us to get to know ourselves in totality. Because, hey, I am very much so your spirit guide. Very much so your illuminated spirit guide, but I am also very much so a siren. I am also very much so a beautiful siren of the shadow kingdom, and I'm okay with that. Now, do I allow her to show up at all times? No, because that is dangerous. Especially for me. For me, it's fun though. It's fun. It's a time. A time will definitely be had. However, there is a way in which that I allow myself to explore that side of myself and show that side of myself in a really, really beautiful and healthy way. So there's nothing wrong with living in your shadow, but it is an issue when it is your day-to-day. Because when it is your day-to-day, essentially you are creating a covenant. You are creating an alliance with the kingdom of shadows. And if you desire, and if your assignments are connected to the Most High rather than the Most Low, well, we are already on the wrong path. Right? Because two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not have traveled both. You have to pick a side in this world. When it comes to this kind of warfare, you have to pick a side. You cannot stand in the middle. You cannot, because that does not exist. Well, I mean, maybe for some in their spiritual beliefs, because purgatory is a thing, but I don't think that's where that lives. But who knows? I can one day come to you many years from now and say something very different, right? Because we are always evolving and constantly growing and constantly shifting and transitioning, right? I don't know. But what I do know for right now is, in life being spiritual, it is very much so necessary and needed for you to be able to see into the spirit, especially when it comes to really important life decisions like choosing a partner. Because let me give you another beautiful spiritual tidbit. The kingdom of shadows, the people of the kingdom of shadows, they are beautiful. My goodness, some of the finest people I have ever seen in my life. I mean, faces sculpted beautifully, bodies sculpted immaculately. I mean, some of the most physically attractive people in this world have a covenant with the shadow kingdom. And that's how we get caught up, because how would you be tempted if it was not through the eyes? Which is why it is necessary for you to open up your third eye, because your third eye will be the thing that says to you, my goodness, that man may be as fine as can be, or, right, because that's not really a thing for me. I mean, a man's attractiveness can be a thing, but for me, it's more so about this individual, this masculine energy in particular. I mean, it's just overwhelmingly successful that you cannot deny the power. You cannot deny the financial excellence. You cannot deny it. And in not denying it, it makes it really difficult to not be tempted by it. Or if I was attracted to more feminine energy, or let's say not, because feminine energy and women are two different things. That's a whole lesson for a whole nother day. But let's say that I was attracted to women, and here is this beautiful, gorgeous, I mean, modelesque, the most beautiful woman that I have ever seen in my entire life. I mean, just my type times 100, not a 10, but 100. She's a 100, right? I have to be tempted by that. And you don't fall for temptation when your third eye is open. Or rather, it is easier to not fall for temptation when your third eye is open. It is so much easier because you are able to see beyond the 1-2 eye. You are able to see into the third eye. You are able to see into the spirit. This beautiful body, this beautiful vessel, or this individual that is a money bag may very much so be attractive in this physical world, but in the spiritual world, only if you can see that face. Only if you could smell that stench. Only if you can see where that money came from. Only if you could know. And that's why it is important to develop your third eye. And that is not to say that God's people, the Most High's people, the divine people, the kingdom of the Most High, the illuminated beings are not also beautiful and also wealthy and also, hot, because we are too, but it's a choice. It is a choice. And oftentimes people tend to make the wrong choice because they are invested in their cardinal nature, their shadow nature, their lower vibrational nature. So, it just becomes a little bit more challenging to see the beauty in the Most High's people when you are being distracted by, the people of the shadow. So again, righteousness and wealth and beauty also can go hand in hand. It is just, I don't want to leave with this notion that illuminated beings cannot be everything that we desire for them to be, because we are. We really are. But it's hard to see that and to know that and to understand that when we are in the midst of a hidden battle. But it's my job as your illuminated spirit guide to let you know that that battle is actually happening, and how to win. How to win. So, stay focused. Do your best to not be tempted, and keep tuning in so we can open up that third eye of yours, because it's important for you to see so that you know and so that you do. Until next time, everyone. Bye-bye.